Jason Wellness, the baby-faced ninja, Belgari, Michael, the Dream Crusher, Michael Duke, new Glory Bantamweight Champion of the world, the Killer Kid, City Chai.
Welcome to Inside Glory. My name is Todd Grisham. 2018 already shaping up to be perhaps Glory's best ever year. It all started at Glory 50 in Chicago when Sidishai returned and made his third title defense. Also on that very card, the fight that shocked the entire kickboxing world, Harut Grigorian knocking out Myrtle Grunhart. Then it was back to Holland again for Glory 51 and the return of Badr Hari, who squared off against Hesti Gerges in a rematch that was 8 years in the making. Also, it was Cedric Doumbé on the card, squaring off against Alim Nabiev with the winner, hoping to get a future world title shot. And then back to America, the West Coast, Los Angeles for Glory 52, where Robin van Roosmalen tied Rico Verhoeven's mark with his 16th Glory win by stopping Kevin Van Ostrand. Before we turn our attention to Glory 53 in Lille, France, let's look back at the first 3 months of what has been a wild 2018.
In December 2017, Glory 48 New York saw the crowning of a new women's super bantamweight champion, Anissa Mexen of France, who took a decision win over American Tiffany Van Soos. With a defense against fellow French fighter Amel Debbie scheduled for Glory 53 in May, Mexen will be looking to maintain her unbeaten Glory record and keep hold of the belt. In the featherweight division, Robin van Roosmalen defended twice in 2017 against Pech Panamarong at Glory 41 Holland and Sergey Adamchuk at Glory 45 Amsterdam. At Glory 52 Los Angeles on March 31st, he faced his toughest challenge yet as he faced interim title holder Kevin Van Ostrand. But Van Ostrand's dreams of becoming Glory's first American men's champion were dashed on the rocks of Van Roosmalen's relentless pressure and superior conditioning. Despite some early success, the later rounds became an exercise in survival for the American as Van Roosmalen clicked it up a gear and dominated. In this form, the question remains, who can challenge the Dutch Pitbull? Lightweight superstar Sidishai of Thailand has successfully defended his belt 3 times, with wins over Marat Grigorian, Dylan Salvador, and most recently, Christian Bad News Baya at Glory 50 Chicago. His next defense comes against number 3 ranked Tijani Beztadi in May at Glory 53 Lille. The welterweight division has been thrown into disarray since Cedric Doumbé's defeat of Nicky Holskin at Glory 36 Collision. Doumbé was ousted by Myrtle Grunhart, who in turn was beaten by Belgian beast Harut Grigorian in what many saw as sweet revenge from an earlier controversial knockout. With Azerbaijani giant killer Alim Nabiev lined up as the likely first opponent for the new champion, one thing's for certain, nothing is certain. The middleweight title continues to change hands at a rapid pace as 2017 saw the belt move from Jason Wellness to Simon Marcus to Alex Pereira. Brazilian beast Pereira took the title in a stunning upset at Glory's first event in China at Glory 46 Guangzhou, and then he defended with a TKO win over Yusuri Belgari at Glory 49 Redemption. Pereira's height and incredible boxing make him a dangerous opponent for any title challenger, but with North Americans Dustin Jacoby and Rob Thomas in impressive form, the middleweight division looks set to remain as unpredictable as ever. The light heavyweight title remained in the hands of Russian rocket Artem Bahitov throughout 2017 as he opened the year with a TKO win over Brazilian berserker Saulo Cavallari at Glory 38 Chicago and closed it with a decision win over contender tournament champion Ariel Machado. But with Pavel Zervalev looking to bring the pain from Ukraine, 2018 looks to be an exciting year in the light heavyweight division. And at the top of it all, another year, another set of successful defenses for the king of kickboxing, heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven. In December, Verhoeven took on a dangerous grudge match with Man Mountain Jamal bin Sadiq at Glory 49 Redemption. Sadiq looked dangerous and the fight was anything but a foregone conclusion. Until Verhoeven delivered a masterclass and dismantled the challenger with a TKO win. With 3 victories in 2017, taking his streak to 15 straight wins, Verhoeven looks every inch the champion. But with Badr Hari back on the circuit and fresh from a win over Hesti Gerges at Glory 51 Rotterdam, could this be the year that someone takes the King's crown? With 7 stacked divisions and events lined up around the globe, Glory continues its dominance as the #1 kickboxing organization on the planet.
As we head to Lille on Saturday, May 12th, the Super Fight Series kicks off with the one-night 4-man contender tournament with the favorite Sergey Adamchuk looking for a chance at another title shot in hopes of regaining the title for the 2nd time. Welterweight Muhammad Jarrah looks for career victory number 65 when he faces 8th-ranked Alan Scheinson. Then in a title elimination match everyone has its eyes on, middleweight Yusuri Belgari, ranked #1, faces 3rd-ranked Jason Wilness, with the winner getting a shot at current champion Alex Pereira. And finally, the Super Fight Series closes with 3rd-ranked Cedric Doumbé looking to get back into title contention. The night continues to provide the best stand-up combat when #3-ranked Zinedine Hammerling faces 4th-ranked Michael Duke. Then 4th-ranked Jamal bin Sadiq makes his return to the Glory ring for the first time since giving heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven all he could handle at Glory 49 Redemption. He faces Jafar Wilness. 2 title fights take place at Glory 53, the first featuring the top 2 women kickboxers on the planet, when current title holder Anissa Maxson faces #2-ranked Amel Debbie in an all-French affair. The night concludes with the killer kid Sidichai, who makes his 4th title defense. Winner of 8 and 9 in Glory, Sidichai looks for his 120th career victory. Glory 53 Lille shaping up as can't-miss TV, and it all takes place May 12th. A bit later on, I'll be joined by my broadcast partner, Joe Valtellini, and I also sit down with the most dominating women's kickboxer in the world, Anissa Maxson. But up next, a closer look at the one-night 4-man featherweight tournament, and we feature light heavyweight Michael Duke in our Inside Glory fighter profile. Welcome back to Inside Glory. One thing that makes Glory unique is that at every event, we have a one-night 4-man contender tournament. And for Glory Lille, Glory 53, it's the featherweights that step up. The favorite has to be #3-ranked Sergey Adamchuk, but as we've seen in the past, anything can and usually does happen.
And still, Glory Featherweight Champion of the World!
With undisputed featherweight champion Robin van Roosmalen sitting at the top of the heap after his recent win against Kevin Van Ostrand in Los Angeles, the quest for a worthy contender begins again in France this May with the Glory Featherweight Contender Tournament. The first half of the draw sees the return of French fan favorite Victor Leo Pinto as he takes on new Turkish signing Bure Buzari-Almaz. Muay Thai stylist Pinto will be looking to press his home country advantage and get a bump in the rankings. And the second half of the draw sees the return of ex-champ Sergey Adamchuk as he faces Frenchman Aziz Hilyali. The Ukrainian is coming off a loss to Robin van Roosmalen at Glory 45 and will be looking to keep his dreams alive for title #2. It's the toughest route to the top, the Glory Featherweight Contender Tournament at Glory 53 Lille on May 12th.
When it comes to the light heavyweight division in Glory, Artem Vahitov, the current champion, and the interim champion Pavel Zervalev are set for a collision course. But right below them, #4-ranked Michael Duke is in the mix, and he is a devastating contender. Just look what he did back at Glory 45 in Amsterdam when he won a one-night 4-man contender tournament by beating 2 men in the first round with highlight reel knockouts. But Michael Duke might be best known for his epic trilogy with Daniel Olunga. In this week's Fighter Profile, we turn our attention to Michael Duke.
Tino Martin, he's a good singer from Holland. And if I win the Glory belt, I'm gonna give a big party here. And I'm gonna invite him and a couple other singers. And that's very good. All night long! My childhood was very good, very loving family. My dad runs a bar. My mother was at home, and me, I was a little bit street kid, you know, outside. I have two little brothers. My dad was a fighter and a boxer, and I always looking up against him, and I wanted to be just like him. When I go in the ring, my motivation from my dad, I think about him, and you know, he was always over there. He was my everything. Yeah, I cannot say anything more. That's it, everything.
How long since this passing?
I think 3 years now. Yeah, it feels like yesterday. So, but when I have the title, then I know for sure he's proud. So that's my goal, the title. We're in my house now in Groningen. This house is on a trailer park. There are a lot of family over here, of course, and when I'm done with training, I go home and just spending time with my family. My kids are 6 and 8, and my daughter is Talina. My son is Noah. My wife is Daniela. This is my mother. It's Marianne, and yeah, it's my little mom. I think 2018 is going to be my year. When I was younger, 12 years old, I had on at my mama's house a switch from the lamp. I had on it 2018 world champion. Maybe it's destiny.
Hoe is het? Heel goed, jongen.
Ja?
Ja.
Hoe gaan de zaken, jongen?
Goed, rustig.
Ja?
Ja.
Well, we're at one of my best friends, Yuri Knappe. He has a car graveyard here, and well, after my training, sometimes I chill over here to relax and to talk.
Michael, I know from a little boy, yeah. His father, you know, is good, and his mother, yeah. He's a good man. Yeah.
I have to fight Zinedine Hammer. He's a very good fighter. He ranked number 3, I'm number 4, and I want his spot. And that's it. And I have to immediately take him out of there, and I will do that. The past year was my learning year. I'm fresh now, and everything what I did wrong back then, I'm going to try to do good now. I'm very hungry at this moment. I hope to fight soon for the belt. So first this guy, this is my big motivation to knock this guy out, and I want that belt. That's my that's my everything.
Especially when the Dream Crusher is in the fight. Still to come, my broadcast partner Joe Valtellini joins me to break down Glory 53 Lil. But up next, we shine our spotlight on Yusuri Belgarwi, and I sit down with Glory's Super Bantamweight champion, Anissa Meksen. You're watching Inside Glory. Joining me now is perhaps the greatest female kickboxer in the history of the world. You like that?
Yes.
Is it true?
Yes.
Oui.
Oui.
Oui. We're going to do a lot of this interview in French.
Yes.
I know you started training when you were 12 years old. Did you ever think you'd become this good as a kickboxer?
Donc oui, j'ai commencé la boxe à l'âge de 12 ans et ça a toujours guidé ma vie. Depuis le début, je voulais devenir championne du monde. Du coup, bah oui, je touche mes rêves aujourd'hui, quoi.
So you've won a lot of world titles, but when you finally got the Glory World Championship, what did that mean to you?
C'est tout simplement le plus prestigieux. Le titre du Glory Kickboxing, c'est vraiment... tout le monde le veut. Du coup, c'était mon objectif et l'objectif maintenant, ça va être de le défendre le plus longtemps possible et de rester la meilleure.
So we go back to France, fighting in Lille. How do you like fighting in your home country as opposed to fighting elsewhere?
C'est bien. J'ai vraiment un gros public qui me soutient en France, une grosse population, donc très fière de boxer en France. Et ça va être du lourd. Je boxe en plus une Française. Du coup, j'espère qu'elle sera prête et je vais tout donner pour défendre ma ceinture et remporter ce combat comme d'habitude.
You've never fought Amel Debbie, no?
No, never.
How is that possible, considering you are the arguably two best fighters in the world, but you've never faced each other?
Parce qu'à la base, déjà, on n'était pas dans la même catégorie. Elle boxait à 60 kilos et elle est descendue au Glory pour être dans la catégorie. Du coup, on n'était pas du tout dans la même catégorie. C'est pour ça que le combat s'était jamais fait. Donc là, elle fait le poids, tant mieux. Et on réglera ça sur le ring.
What do you think of her?
Franchement, rien de spécial. Je la respecte beaucoup parce que voilà, elle a fait une belle carrière et tout, mais voilà, c'est une bonne athlète. J'espère qu'on fera un beau combat, mais bon, elle n'a pas mon niveau, je suis désolée. Je ferai tout pour asseoir ma suprématie ce soir-là.
Who's the toughest challenge for you out there? You've already beaten Tiffany. Is Amel Debbie the best female fighter that you haven't beaten yet?
Maybe, but I'm not sure.
So what problems will she pose for you?
Peut-être son allonge, parce qu'elle est plus grande que moi. Et puis, une autre chose, c'est qu'elle n'est pas issue du même poids que moi, donc forcément, elle va cutter pour être au poids et elle va remonter. Moi, je suis tout le temps à 54, maxi 55 kilos. Du coup, c'est juste ça le petit hic, mais le jour J, on sera à poids. On sera bien limé et on va tout faire pour être bien prêt. Et voilà.
So the people that come to Lille to watch this fight between you and Amel Debbie, what kind of fight can they expect to see?
Ils vont voir deux boxeuses françaises s'affronter et ils vont voir la championne affirmer sa suprématie, tout simplement.
There you go, we have it. You may very be well looking at Kickboxing's version of Ronda Rousey. The champ is here. You can see her defend her title in Lille, her home country of France.
Thank
Good luck.
you.
Bonne chance.
Thank you.
Voila. So with career victory number 96 and her first title defense in sight, it's hard to argue that Anissa Meksen is the most dominant women's kickboxer on the planet. Moving on now, in many feel the middleweight division is Glory's toughest. Over the past 18 months, the title has changed hands 4 times. Simon Marcus, then Jason Wilness, then Simon Marcus again, and now Alex Pereira. At Glory 53 Lille, #1 ranked Yusuri Belgarwi will take on #3 ranked Jason Wilness in a rematch from Glory 45 when Belgarwi won via TKO because of a big cut over Wilness's eye. He feels his time is now, and with that, we shine our spotlight on Yusuri Belgarwi.
He's ready to take the next step in the middleweight division. Here is Yusuri Belgarwi.
I still believe that I'm the best in this division. I'm better than Pereira, way better actually. And Jason Wilness as well. It's like, you know, I shouldn't underestimate him, and I don't, but I know that I'm much better than him. So if my focus is right, you know, he should be easily an easy opponent for me.
I don't see any trouble in this fight, you know. We know Jason for a long time. I've beaten him with several other guys. I've beaten him Yusuri, so we're going to beat him again.
I'm stronger than him, I'm faster than him, I'm more prepared than him, I'm more aggressive than him. You know, I'm just better in every aspect of the game.
Reach advantage, height advantage, better looking advantage, better trainer advantage. You know, you come on short in every way. Literally.
There's a cut over the left eye of Wilness already, possibly from one of those knees.
It is over! Yusuri Belgarwi with a TKO win as the doctor says Wilness cannot continue.
You know, his trainer probably told him that I was lucky, that he has an off day. Maybe he made himself believe that he was sick the week before. I don't know, and I don't care, you know.
He had a beautiful explanation about while he wanted to wait and then strike in the round 3 or something, I don't know. So it's stupid game plan.
Belgarwi told us he loves throwing knees.
I love knees because yeah, they are like you know, knives. If you hit someone on the chin, they're knocked out. If you hit them in the face, they're cut open. I'm gonna knock him out. That's for myself and that's for the fans. Also, that's for Glory to show again that I am supposed to fight that title shot and that I'm supposed to be the champion.
They don't pay money just to see him fighting like a coward. Because, you know, with his height and reach advantage, you know, it's easy to be there and only go for points. But that's not our system. That's not what he's made of. So that's not what I expect.
Yeah, the 85 kilo division is my division, you know, so that needs to be rewarded with the belt.
Look at Belgarwi, he's already in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, he doesn't want to wait.
Out of 100 fights, I will win 99 times.
Showing a lot of good confidence, and even against those bigger names that he's fought.
I know, man, that man, he can't beat me. He can't beat me.
What a body kick by Belgarwi!
That was just right under the...
I won that belt. The belt is mine. I'm gonna get it as soon as possible. Jason now is in my way, so I'm gonna get him out of my way and go for that belt. That's it.
For your winner, Belgarwi!
We'll step aside one more time, but when we return, I'll be joined by my broadcast partner, Joe Valtellini. Welcome back to Inside Glory. It's time for Enza and Emilio Valtellini's favorite portion of the show when I bring their son Joseph on to discuss kickboxing. Are you ready to go to Lille?
Well, that's a lot of pressure now that my parents are watching. You called them out, but France is always a good place to go to, and it's probably one of the biggest spots out of Holland for kickboxing, so I'm always excited to be there.
All right, so let's talk about our two title fights on the card at Glory 53 in Lille. Of course, Sidichai is back, and then the women's title up for grabs.
Well, Sidichai, anytime he fights, it's going to be exciting. You know, he's got that dominant southpaw style, so let's see if he can defend his title for the fourth time. Anissa Meksen versus Amel Debbie is two French women who I'm surprised they really haven't met each other in the past. Both very tricky, good footwork, both very talented, so that's going to be a high-level technical fight.
What can Amel Debbie do to upset the apple cart?
Well, both of them have very similar styles. They really pride themselves on being able to hit their opponent and move and stay defensive. But to beat Anissa Meksen, I feel you need to put the pressure on her, try to close in on her, and try to get as many shots in as you can, because before you know it, she's out, she's moving, and she's hitting you.
Talk about a stacked card. Not only do we have two world title fights, but we've also got the return of Jamal bin Sadiq back into a Glory ring after nearly beating Rico Verhoeven.
Yeah, that was one of the most exciting first rounds I've seen in a long time. You got Jamal came out on Rico very aggressively, almost finishing the king of kickboxing. Ended up losing, but I think he learned a lot in that fight. Going 5 rounds with the champ is very impressive, so excited to see him back. And he's fighting a Jafar Wilnis, who's really tough and is coming back to glory himself.
And Jamal bin Sadiq wants another crack at Rico Verhoeven. He's got to get through Jafar first in order to get that shot. And then for a rematch, we've all been excited to see Jason Wilnis taking on Yusuri Belgarwi. Their fight was stopped the first time because of a bad cut over Wilnis's eye.
Yeah, Belgarwi's really tall, and he can throw these knees at very awkward and close ranges. But in that fight, it seemed like Wilnis was really holding back, waiting for the later rounds. So I expect Wilnis to come out a little bit more aggressively this time.
And when you say the word aggressive, the one Glory fighter I think of is Michael Duke. He's coming back looking for a knockout, as he always does, but he's facing Zinedine Hammerlane, a man who has all of his wins in Glory coming by way of knockout himself.
Yeah, and his last 4 wins, he's all by knockout. And even the fights he loses by TKO. So every time Hammerlane fights an exciting fight, and you can say the same thing about his opponent, Michael Duke. So I expect someone going down in that fight.
It is loaded up and down this card no matter which way you look, and it's coming your way May 12th, Glory 53 from Lille, France. Well, that'll do it for this edition of Inside Glory. And don't forget to check out all things Glory on our website, glorykickboxing.com, or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as catch up on Glory features and fights on our Glory YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Todd Grisham, and I'll see you in France.
Are you ready for glory?
You're watching Glory Kickboxing, the next generation of stand-up fighting. You got the most exciting fighters in the world. You got the most non-stop action.
And the best knockouts. Subscribe here.